I have some news. I have some great, big, chunky news.
Uh-huh.
It's ultimate. It's life-changing.
And it would be what?
Yes, it's huge. But first, let's watch this movie directed by Tracy D. Smith. It's called Sandra Gets Dumped.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Really? Welcome to the Space Station, and welcome, Tracy D. Smith.
Hi, Richard.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Welcome to the fabulous Space Station.
It's exciting.
I hope T.O.A.S.T.Y got you up here in one piece. Looks like he did.
So far, so good. It's early yet, though. We'll see.
That's true. So we've had a fabulous talk already, right? Which you all missed. So we'll just continue from there.
Yeah.
Tell everybody what you're doing, and then we'll get to why you're here.
Well, I'm a filmmaker.
Wow, that's a revelation.
Well, you know, yeah, I'm addicted to films. It's a terrible, terrible addiction. It's I don't recommend it. I warn when I teach film. I warn the students off it. I'm like, be prepared. This might ruin you. This might ruin your life. This you'll never own a house. You'll probably never own a car. You'll spend all your money on this to say goodbye to vacations. You're gonna live and die for film.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're bent that way. I'm bent that way too.
Yeah, I mean, the older I get, I'm actually starting to get fussier with the projects, whereas before, I got one piece of advice from a fellow director who said, say yes to everything. Every project, direct everything you can get your hands on. So for about 5 years, I was like, I didn't do laundry.
I still don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, but it was nothing but film, and that's right around the time I made Sandra Gets Dumped.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And so you say this is autobiographical?
No!
No, it's not, you didn't get dumped at all in 2005.
Never, or several times years before that, and would never have to work through it, no.
So 2005, Crazy
Yeah.
Eights, how did that happen? How did that come
Well,
about?
that was my first short film, that I admit. Oh yeah.
We have those.
Yeah. I was a writer originally, and I would write these scripts and I would give them to friends and they would ruin them. And I thought, well, I can ruin my own scripts. So I decided to just pick up a camera, and digital was just starting then.
Yes.
And I made some terrible films,
Yay.
just terrible films. And then I kept writing and writing, and then I submitted my script to Crazy Eights and crossed my fingers, and they said yes. And then I didn't know what I was doing, and I was terrified. And
good.
I was like, I don't know where to put the camera. I don't know what the axis is. I don't know coverage. I don't know shot sizes. I know nothing. So I thought, okay, I'm a writer. What would a writer do? Foolproof video diary. One camera, long takes, no editing. Just titles in between. So no one could criticize my bad directing. They would just look at the acting and the writing, and I'd be okay.
Yeah.
So that was my plan. And it's video diary style. And away I went. And then I eventually learned some things about the camera later on and did more stuff. But I wanted the safety net. Because a lot of people watch Crazy Eights.
Yes, it's very popular.
It's terrifying.
Yes.
It's terrifying. I was like, I can't do this.
Was that the first time you saw your film of yours on such a large screen and whatnot?
Yeah, I was a member of Video and Studios for years, and so we had the nice little gallery there, and we'd do our gallery screenings, and there'd be 30 people. There were 1,500 people at the Crazy Eights.
Yeah, it's a little different, right?
Oh my God, yeah. That was, and it was like everyone I knew, too, which made it even worse, right? Because it's like, it's like, that whole dream, you're naked in front of everyone, and everyone's looking at you. It's an artist, right?
Yes, of course. That's how we live.
Yeah, vulnerable.
Yeah. Very, very.
Yeah.
So 8 days. What was the format like in 2005?
Oh, we were still doing tape back then, and it took me years to get over it, because I wanted the tape, I wanted the tangible, like it's gotta, digital, it might just disappear, right? But of course, part of my tape, the digital fell out, and anyways, so it's like,
Was it still the 30-minute cassette?
Yeah.
No rewinding for us?
No rewinding, yeah, that was
Wow.
back then, yeah. And it was, and they were 7-minute take, or one, no, it wasn't 7-minute take, it was a 12-minute film in the end. A couple of my scenes being, these long takes were 2 minutes, so I could do 2 takes, that's it, of like these key scenes. Thank God I went and begged professional actors.
Oh.
So they nailed it. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
That helps, right?
Carly Pope she's Sandra, she just did it. She was just like, yeah, I got this, rehearse. Come on, I already rehearsed, I'm ready, let's do it.
Oh.
And just, you know, and it was really, it's all her with a, you know, a little bit of, you know, some her like supporting characters. But yeah.
So the actor was very important to you, right?
Yeah, because we gotta love her, right? She's vulnerable, she's been dumped, which makes us love her, and then she's gotta kind of get over it, and of course it's really messy and ugly and horrible, and you know, she's crying and she's angry, and she's the 7 stages of grief, right? So she's gotta work through them all, and her friend helps her, and then her mother helps her, and then she helps herself.
Wonderful. Oh, I like it. It's gonna be great. We're gonna watch that too.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made a sequel.
Oh, you did?
Sandra Goes to Whistler.
Oh, yes.
Yes, because the best way to get over someone is to get under someone. So she goes off on a weekend.
Yes, I know that advice. Yes,
and so that was a fun sequel, and that played up at the Whistler Film Festival as part of their opening gala. They had this like short film kind of thing, part of it, and so that was fun.
Brilliant.
And Carly Pope came back and reprised her role. And I had written Sandra Goes Camping, and I had started the feature, and then, you know, the other projects got in the way that actually had funding attached. So I started.
Yeah,
well,
money's nice,
funding.
Yes.
I mean, like, you know.
Tim Hortons. Sorry, you can say that?
Well, whether, you know, someone's volunteering something, or, you know.
Always love it when somebody brings coffee to the set. I feel big time then.
Friends are good.
Friends are good.
Friends with coffee are even better.
So other than telling your students don't do it, one other piece of advice, what would you say?
You gotta love it.
Yeah, you kind of do, don't you?
You gotta love it. I have friends who have fallen in and out of love with film, and friends who have taken a break from it for a while, because it'll kill you. The amount of rejection, the amount of scarcity. There's not enough money. There's not enough projects. There's not enough audience, and digital has opened it up. It's now this new, you know, the democratic artistic system. Everyone can be a YouTube star, but in doing that, it's like everyone's doing it. Like, I taught video at the high school level. So I had 13-year-olds with cameras making great films. Well, so now, you know, the 40-year-old who's trying to pay their mortgage is competing with the 13-year-old who's still in school, who's, you know, like, it's very competitive.
It is.
And you gotta do it because you love it. Because if you're doing it to pay your rent, you're gonna get bitter right fast, because you're desperate and the stakes are too high. And then it's no longer your art, it's no longer your joy, it's your bread and butter. And people get hurt.
Yeah, it's that when you have to pull artistic and professionalism together.
The constant, right? Commerce versus art is a constant battle, and you hear the stories, right? Like, you know, Leonardo da Vinci, the Mona Lisa, he was paid to paint that. I mean, he didn't wake up one morning and go, "Oh, this is my passion, and this will be perfect, and we'll do it." It was work, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how do you find? And now it's like, budgets from Telefilm went from 1.5 million per indie film to 150,000 per indie film. Well, at $150,000, you're not paying your crew.
Right. It's,
you know, and so where did those people go? So you have a choice. You can work in the film industry, which is feast and famine, which is scary, or, you know, you can be this independent artist, or you find an economic engine in another way. You become a photographer, a wedding videographer, some other kind of art that then provides you with either the time or the money to make your films. And then you have to not judge yourself based on whether or not someone else is giving you money to be an artist.
It's true. And I think in some way that's not bad. You know, it is accessible to a lot more people.
Yeah.
It does it, but it's very much like how music was, right? You know, I had friends who were our age in the 60s, and they said back then, you know, the people would feed the musicians, right? And now everybody's a musician.
Yeah.
But it didn't change quality, right?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, everybody plays guitar, everybody is a DJ, everybody's this and that and whatever.
Yeah.
But to actually be great at it, to actually do something with it, and to become you know, rarefied air, takes a lot more qualities than just being able to.
Well, and it takes time, and I think that's what's so hard, is that you have to support yourself financially while you get better. Like, I was a horrible filmmaker when I first started out. I mean, it was just like, technically I was horrible, my stories were disjointed, but I made like 50 short films. The 50th one was quite good, you know.
It's funny how that goes, right?
Yeah, right? But I personally, financially paid the price and taught myself and got there. So that's a tough price to pay. Not everyone can pay that.
That's true.
Yeah.
So let's watch Sandra get done.
Yeah.
So right over there is the big screen. Let's roll that Wi-Fi, Toasty.
Hi, honey. I miss you. It's been 2 days since you went up north. I miss you so much. Look, I got you goodies. Jerky, pork, booze, yeah. And for those lonely nights in the cold, Slutsky and Snatch. Backman and Throbbin', yum. Finding Pleasureland, Shanghai Nooner. Million Holla Baby, I know you love it. Lickety Slippets and the series of erotic events. And Harry Cocker and the Sorcerer's Bone. And you're gonna need that. And now, for your love letter. I've been saving it so I could open it in front of you. Oh. I'm so excited. Sandy. I deked out on the oil rig job in Vegas with Melanie. I'll get my stuff when I get back. Rob. This is okay. This is okay. Really. Really. It makes perfect sense. Of course you're in Vegas. Your buddy Mike probably got you a gig, and then on the last minute cheap flight, you had to rush, and then you didn't want me to worry, so you were waiting until you were all set up until you called. And then the airline probably lost your luggage and your phone, and so you couldn't call, and so now you're just waiting for me to figure it out so I can call you. Oh, you could have told me, honey. I know you're a big boy. I wouldn't have worried. Well, maybe a little. Okay, you're right. You did the right thing. I really would have worried. So now I can just relax, and I'll send your care package to you in Vegas, where they have lots of pork and porn. Heather, hey, can I have your brother's number in Vegas? He told you not to tell me? Okay, I understand. You needed to get something out of your system. I've been a little pushy lately. I figured after 4 years we could talk about China patterns, but hey, I can pull back whenever you're ready. It's cool. Now, I know you're not really with her. You should probably let her know you're just leading her on to get to me, otherwise, you know how a girl get the wrong idea. So, wedding mags. Just go on, sappy movies, you know? Key to the cave. Women are saints, men are Satan. It's not you, it's him. Hey, all of them. God. We'll get the dumbass channel and that wrestling thing you wanted. I'll hang out with Suze more, and you can have guys' nights whenever you want. No more tofu, no more veggies. We'll get that deep fryer you wanted. And never again will I ask you what you're thinking, I promise. Just come back. You're right. I'm controlling, bossy, needy, whiny. I'm gonna be alone forever. Oh, I'm never gonna get married, or get divorced, or be a widow. I'll never get to argue over driving the kids to practice, or buy chicken breasts at a family pack, or get really drunk at a wedding and talk about my husband's little brother. Sandy? No!
Leave that bastard left you like that. Is this the video letter?
Yeah.
Is it on? Yeah. Oh, you f***ing bastard. How could you do this to her? She's so f***ing good to you. What, did you need a tight ass so your would look bigger? Moron. If you ever come near her again, you'll have so little left, you'll have to start f***ing gerbils. All right, where's his
I'm never gonna find anyone else.
check this out.
No! No! Don't hurt him.
Trust me, it's all part of the healing process.
I don't want to heal. I just want him back.
Sandy, he's in Vegas f***ing your neighbor.
Oh!
Come on.
No.
Come on.
No.
Fine. I'll help get you started.
That's right, you bastard. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's all going. All your precious shit. And watch this. Oh, that's not the way you like it, is it? No. Excuse me.
Rob, look what you did to her. You bastard. Well done, girlfriend. Tomorrow, we get laid. You hear that, Rob? L-A-I-D. Laid. Your turn, Mrs. B.
Thanks, Susie. You're a good friend, honey. All right. Mama's here. Let's go. Come on, honey. Come on. Sit up. That's it. Atta girl. No, sweetheart, this is a good thing. This is a very good thing. All right? Yes, it is. Listen to me. We're going to wash that guy right out of your life. All right? Listen, I never told you this when you were going out with him, but I never liked him.
What?
No, it wasn't good enough for you. He wasn't.
Great. So now I'm a lousy judge of character, too.
Do you want me to lie? Do you want me to lie?
Oh, you've been lying for years. Why stop now?
Because you're not going out with him anymore.
How do you know? Maybe he's coming back.
No, he's not coming back, sweetheart. It's over. It's over. It's been over for a long time. And you know it. Okay? Sandra. Come here. Come here. Listen. Listen, come here. You're my girl. Okay? You are an amazing young woman. You know that. You are talented. You are brilliant. You are kind and caring. Yes, you are. You're gorgeous. You're smart. You're funny. You're fabulous. You're amazing. The problem is, it's going to be really hard to find someone who can match that. Okay? It's all good.
Hey. Yeah? Perfect photo op. Go on.
Yeah, okay. Right. That's my hair. Oh, who cares? First day of the rest of your life.
I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
Sandy, turn the camera off.
Goodbye.
It's finally here. The show that you've been waiting for. The Vancouver B-Movie Factory, where movie-making dreams come true. Check your local listings for airtimes.
Well, why are we here?
Yes, you're here because I have the big news. The big news is we have a viewer. You guys are doing great. Keep it up, but do more with less because I've got your budget.
Less budget? You know, it's a cable access show, right? I mean, we have no budget now. And faster.
Richard!
What? Oh my goodness!
What's happened to me?
You have become a hand puppet.
And you're moving your lips.
Yes, of course I'm moving my lips because I have to voice you now.
I'm going to, so...
I know, don't say it.
But I'm going to say it.
You can't say it
Why?
because I'm going to say it for you.
I hate you! Hate you!
He does hate you.
Hate you! Hate you too.
I know. But, oh my goodness, look at what we've become. It's so awesome.
Guys?